I'm Ann Fernandez, I'm Head of Marketing here at the university. So for me, I love talking about marketing. I could probably talk for the next 2 hours, but I won't. I'm not here. I'm here to draw something out of these people here, my guests. So I've got Liz Willingham from Lizzling PR, am I right? And Justin Lennox-Bradley from Greedy Media. Andy Martin, Head of News for the Daily Echo, which many of you will be familiar with, I'm sure, and Matt Hawkins from 4CL. So for me, just to, my background's, as I say, I've been in marketing for many years. I'm passionate about it because for me, it's the secret to success, because you can have the best product or service that everybody wants or needs, but if people don't know about it, that's it. That's a lose-lose for everybody. So it's about, for me, getting the message out there in the right channel, in the right way, in the way that people are going to hear it. And that's the title of this session, really, is about how do you cut through all the other messages. So first of all, Liz, just give us a little overview of your why you're here.
Okay. Well, I came from Cornwall to this establishment when it was back in the days of Dorset Institute of Higher Education. I've had the privilege of working with Harrods, with Paul Pottery as their PR manager, and with the local agencies, and decided in 1998 to go it alone. Happy to be freelance, but thankfully got busy very quickly. So very privileged to be here today.
So, Justin.
Yes, I'm originally from Poole. I've spent many years down here, and I moved up to London to work in television, which I did for probably about 15 years, working all the way from a runner right up through to series director. And then after I spent a lot of time in TV, I thought actually there's a digital platform that we should be really exploring, and we set up Greedy Media about 8 years ago. And that really works with businesses and brands for mainly online. We do a few commercials, but the bulk of our work is online. And it was utilising the skills that we already had, but bringing it across, as I said, to a different platform.
Okay, Andy.
Hi, so my name is Andy Martin. I'm for the last 17 years, 18 years, I've been the news editor at the Daily Echo. I'm now the news editor and the editor, or acting editor, which means I'm essentially responsible for everything we put out in the Daily Echo, all our other publications like Society, the Saturday Magazine, the Advertisers, all our specialist publications, the books we publish, and increasingly importantly, all our online digital content, which is growing very, very quickly.
Hi, I'm Matt Hawkins, Chairman of C4L, and C4L is a data center connectivity sort of high performance cloud provider, and started C4L back in 2000, actually as a web design company to start with. Quickly realised doing infrastructure was a lot easier because you're not trying to negotiate your contract every few months, as you'll have seen similar in the past.
Yeah.
So we've kind of grown over the years. It just started as me and a one-man band in the lounge.
So let's talk about the message that you actually want to get out. I mean, how important is that to success?
I think, you know, coming up with your brand values, coming up with what identifies your business as different to others, and especially different to others in your marketplace. What is that DNA that sets you as a unique player in your field? And coming up with that and really drilling that down so that with integrity you can deliver that message is really kind of the beating heart of where your business and how your marketing of your business should come from, and what is really at the heart of what you do, the personality within your company, and trying to deliver that message of what your personality is about so that your target audiences can actually latch onto that and feel connected with it has got to be one of the first jobs that you do, really. That's certainly for my belief, to have integrity in your brand is critical.
What about you, Matt? Was about identifying your USP?
Yeah, what we try and do is try to find what's missing in the market. So we have quite a close relationship with our customers, so we find out, you know, what's their needs, what are being fulfilled by which suppliers, you know, what are we not doing, and what do they wish was available in the market, because there's certainly in our market there's a lot that's still not available, but technically it's possible. So that's what we do, is spend time trying to find that information out, and then we actually change our product based around the customer's needs. So there's no point creating a project that you think's amazing, and in your world it's fantastic, and then you go speak to your customers and it's not what they're looking for. So
So whatever line of business you're in, absolutely critical is to tell the truth. Don't hype stuff up, don't spin it, just tell it as it is, because you will get found out if you don't. And actually, that's by far the better way to have to maintain a good relationship with whoever you want to influence, whether it's your customer or it's the media. Honesty, truthfulness, and just telling the story as it is absolutely critical.
We can't patronise our consumers to think that they're stupid, that they really want the truth. And I think that's where the way that media has evolved so much, and the fact that we are now all creating media for each other and we're influencing each other, the truth has to be told. Obviously that gets very difficult from our perspective when we're protecting clients' reputations, and things don't always go to plan in a business, and protecting their reputations becomes a challenging situation. But we always say honesty is the best policy, just hold your hands up.
We certainly find that with marketing at the university. If we sell an experience, when the students arrive here and within a few weeks that experience isn't what we've said, it doesn't match, then that's wasted marketing money. So you've got that authenticity is really important, and of course social media, it'll be out there within 24 hours or less. So that's the power of social media. So social media a big part of your marketing?
We find PR works very well. We kind of try and create some unique products in the market, which usually makes it quite easy to PR because it's not another Me Too sort of thing. So we use things like PR Web as an example, which will send it out to lots of different distributions all at once. Work with local papers and magazines, including the Echo. And that works very well. It's kind of knowing your audience that you're trying to get the attention of. LinkedIn works extremely well, but going for the LinkedIn groups. So you might just have a LinkedIn following of 1,000, but actually if you then post to a group that's got 30,000 that are all in the same interest, you'll get a lot more traction there.
Yeah, we use LinkedIn and Twitter, but we don't talk about greedy media and what that offers. We sell facts about that industry so that people understand. So why do you need video? Why do you need explain how do I write a script? What is animation all about? Why would I need certain things that to sell this product? So it just informs people so that you become a trusted ambassador for that kind of industry, and people look to you and think, right, okay, what are you going to say next? And you start to build a following, you start to build traction. And people buy into that more than, as you say, it's talking the truth. What you're not selling is like, we can do all of this, we can do all of that. It's not selling, it's marketing your service, your industry, and becoming that expert.
But it certainly depends on your audience. It's about the right channel for them, and advertising still has a place if that's the audience. So it's about knowing who you need to reach.
Part of my job now, increasingly in the real world now, is to have meetings with people who want to spend money with us. So I have to be careful that I don't compromise our editorial integrity because people are spending money. But I had a meeting last Monday with a guy who started up a local restaurant chain, and you probably all have heard of it. I'm not going to say what it is. And we sat down over a coffee, and he said, I've got a marketing budget of like, I don't think it was $3,000 a month or something, and I want to spend most of it with you. And we fell out because we did a story about them burying some food on the beach after the air festival, and they didn't talk to us for 2 years. Actually, you might now know who that is, but anyway. So it just goes to show that the up and coming companies, niche companies, actually do see a value in advertising, in traditional media.
Yes, yeah, absolutely. So, panel, who would like to give their one pearl of wisdom for these good people to go away with on marketing?
Partnering is a good one for us. When we first started out, we looked at people that were of a similar level to us that could offer us a service that we couldn't necessarily afford, and one of it was PR marketing. It was people that were actually starting up, and that they could use what we were doing as well, working with the brands we were working with, and get a story together. So it was quite a good way of doing things like that, actually, and we still do it now. If we can partner with someone who's got something that we really need, maybe it's a creative director, we want their services, then we'll do that.
I think for me it comes back to reputation building and relationship building, and encouraging people that you build a bond with whether they're your clients, your suppliers, or your contacts, and networking is absolutely, Matt's absolutely right, especially in a B2B domain. Networking is really key, but all of those relationships that you're building and trying to encourage ambassadors for your own company to go out there and spread the word, and you can fast track that sort of word of mouth situation quite nicely by just gently nudging and nurturing those relationships.
Think about your businesses, think about generating your user-generated content and then getting it into whichever media audience you're trying to target.
Thanks, Andy. Matt?
I think mine's have a plan, have a long-term goal, understand where you want to go as a business. I mean, you're starting a business because obviously you love it and you've got passion for it, but what's your 3-year goal, what's your 5-year goal? And having a good, clear understanding about what your messaging is, you know, how you're going to get there in the marketplace. Don't just look at now, because getting there will be very difficult if you're only focused on what you're working on at the moment.
I suppose to sum up, I think what's really, in the last 50 minutes, what's come out, I think it's been evidence that you don't need a big budget. It's not all about advertising, marketing. It's about the relationships, partnering, and building, and having truth and telling the true story, really. I think it's really important, coming out and knowing what your USPs are and having that vision. So for me, that's really been interesting hearing from you four. So thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And,